Live from Colquitt County High School, it is Creekside and Bishop Verot live on Schlick Sports. Hello, everyone. I am Noah Schlicksa bringing you this afternoon's action live from Georgia, the Florida-Georgia Challenge. Creekside's third straight year participating in this event, and today they take on the Bishop Verot Vikings out of Fort Myers. Bishop Verot off to a phenomenal start after a trip to the Final Four last year, their first regional title since 2016. The Vikings off to a 3-0 start led by Grayson Carpenter and Joey Lawson. They've also got Braylon Sheffield off to a phenomenal start. This entire Vikings team red hot at the plate, 359 as a team. Their batting average through their first three games. They're getting on base at the 451 mark, and on the mound, just allowing 1 run per game. They have been phenomenal and dominant out the gates. Creekside got a nice 2-1 victory over Providence, but stumbled on Tuesday night against Atlantic Coast, a game where Creekside left a lot of runners on the base paths, and they continued to strike out at the plate. The Knights going to want to find ways to get runners in, especially when they have them in scoring position. Creekside in their first 2 games hitting 136 with runners in scoring position. The Knights have struck out 24 times in their first 2 games, just under 40% of the time. Creekside will need to avoid striking out, and they've got a tough matchup on the mound in Tyler Reeder. Reeder, the junior, coming off of a start in which he struck out 9 batters in 4 innings while only allowing 1 run. But Creekside, they got one of their best arms out on the mound themselves. Nick Romeo, the senior, coming in after a good outing against Providence, been a consistent, reliable starter for Creekside for a few years now, and he'll take the bump here at Colquitt County High School in Moultrie, Georgia. And first, we'll send you down to the field for the starting lineup and our national anthem here from Colquitt County.
I think I'm good for now. Knock out some push-ups here.
Head coach Casey Scott and the remainder of the Vikings. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask you to please stand. Remove your headwear if you haven't made your seat yet. We ask you to please pause where you are and join us for the national anthem.
And it is time for baseball here on Schlick Sports. Creekside will be acting as the away team for this matchup. So first, let's take a look at the batting order for the Knights as they'll be coming up here in the top of the first inning. Creekside led off by Parker Morton, followed by Connor Belizik and Tavern Blanzett. Zach Jackson, the cleanup man for Creekside. Hunter Schlegel in the 5 spot, followed by Drew Williams, Mike Bisham, and Nick Romeo. Aiden Benechek will be rounding things out for Creekside in the 9 spot. Out on the field for the Bishop Verot Vikings in left field, Nico Ayers, Grayson Carpenter, the Dayton commit, out in center. Brody Baxman in right for the Vikings. On the infield, Braylon Sheffield, the third baseman. Owen Rardin at short with Anthony Rietler over at second. Joey Lawson, the North Carolina commit, at first base with Carter Chalder behind the plate. And out on the mound is Tyler Reeder. Reeder, the junior, stands at 6'4", 190 pounds. He's got a fastball in the low to mid 80s. We'll also mix in a curveball, slider, and a changeup that's around 80 miles per hour. Reeler, in his first start of the season against Imagine School at Northport, went 4 innings, allowing 1 run, 1 earned. He struck out 9 while walking 3 on 4 hits. Reeder, a big frame out on the mound, looking to attack this night's order that's been struggling out the gate. Creekside's team batting average 185 through their first 2 games. Strikeouts have been a major issue for Creekside. They went down looking 5 times in that game against Atlantic Coast. Creekside striking out at the 39% mark in their first 2 games, something that they did a very nice job of not doing last year, trying to find their stride here offensively, and maybe a little road trip is what it'll take to get that done. First pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1. First pitch at 3:33 here in Moultrie, Georgia. Morton takes ball 2. (3-0) count. The temperature here at first pitch, cool 50 degrees. Going to get down to 28 here in Georgia tonight as Morton takes strike 1. The wind at 9 miles an hour, gusting at 13 as Morton slaps one to left. That is down for a base hit. Parker Morton gets the night started with his first hit of the season. Morton on base at first for the Knights, and that will bring up Connor Belizik. Well, that's what you want from your leadoff man. Set the table, and Morton, though he hasn't gotten a hit yet this season, has always done a phenomenal job for Creekside of getting on base. Got on base 3 of 8 times in the Knights' first 2 contests, and last year for Creekside carried a nice on-base percentage as Belizik goes to left field for a base hit as well. 2 aboard for Creekside. And that'll bring up Tavern Blanzett.
Now batting first baseman, number 7.
Back-to-back singles opening up this game for Creekside. That brings up Blanzett, who is 1 for 6 to start the season. Blanzett singled and flew out in Creekside's contest with Atlantic Coast. Blanzett showing bunt, pulls back and takes a ball. The wind blowing from that right field corner to left field, shifting a little bit at times in from right. Righty on lefty matchup. Lands it again, showing bunt, gets it down, but foul. I tell you, the facilities here in Georgia are really something. Here at Jerry Croft Stadium, hacked grass, phenomenal. Natural grass, just beautifully kept. Blanzik got hit. And he did not go on the bunt, so Blanzik will take first base, and the bases are loaded for the Creekside Knights in the first inning with nobody out. And that brings up Jackson, the cleanup man. The Knights left fielder also 1 for 6 to start the season. We'll have a quick visit up at the pitcher's mound here. Jackson against Atlantic Coast reached twice, once on a fielder's choice, once on a single, also stole a base. Jackson last year for Creekside, consistent hitter up at the plate. Does a nice job making contact and getting on base. Already an arm up in the pen for Bishop Verot. Jackson takes ball 1. Command has been an issue for Tyler Reeder early on. Fell behind 3-1 to Morton before giving up a single. Hit Tavern Blanzik with a pitch. Now behind 1-0 to Zach Jackson. Jackson swings, sends it up the middle, out, as it's caught by the second baseman, Anthony Reitler.
Now batting designated hitter, number 8, Hunter Schlegel.
That one in on the hands, sent it back up the middle, just not quite enough juice on it to get it past Reitler. That brings up Schlegel, who's coming off of a great night against Atlantic Coast. He's got 3 ducks out on the pond, 1 away. Schlegel in that last game, 3 for 3, 2 singles and a double. Grounds this one out to second. This could be 2, 4, 6, 3 is in time. And just like that, Bishop Verot gets out of the bases loaded, nobody out situation. One that stings for the Creekside Knights. On to the bottom of the first, scoreless at Colquitt County. Bottom of the first inning coming up, and time now to take a look at the batting order for the Vikings. They are led off by Grayson Carpenter, followed by Braylon Sheffield and Joey Lawson. Owen Rardin, the cleanup man, followed by Brody Baxman and Carter Chadler. 7, 8, 9 for the Vikings. Nico Ayers, Jake Sedmak, and Anthony Reitler. Taking a look at the defensive alignment for Creekside. Out in the outfield, Drew Williams in right with Mike Bisham in center. Zach Jackson in left. On the infield, Tavern Blanzik, the first baseman, with Tony Romeo out at second. Aiden Benechek, the shortstop. Parker Morton in the hot corner for Creekside with Connor Belizik behind the plate. And out on the mound for Creekside, the southpaw Nick Romeo. The senior stands at 6'0", 185. He's got a fastball in the mid-80s with a changeup and a slurve coming off of a game against Providence in which he went 3 innings earning the win, gave up 1 run. It was earned on 3 hits while striking out 5 and walking 1. Interestingly enough, in that game, went 3 innings, and on balls Providence put in play, none of them were on the ground. All either line drives or fly balls. First pitch swinging, this one foul down the third base line. Grayson Carpenter up at the plate. One of two players returning for Bishop Verot who hit over 400 last season. A Dayton commit, pure hitter. Takes ball one. Romeo did a nice job of getting ahead in counts against Providence. 86% first pitch strike. As this one is blooped out to center in pursuit. Bisham makes the catch. One away. Well, that will bring up Braylon Sheffield. Sheffield getting the start at third base for the Vikings. He's 5 of 9 with 3 RBIs, 2 doubles to start the season. Looked it up. Couldn't find any relation between him and Gary Sheffield. Same spelling on the last name, and Sheffield, a Tampa guy. But Braylon has been one of the biggest threats on this Vikings roster this season. Living up to the last name. Pops one foul out of play. Count evens up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. One away in the bottom of the first inning. We are scoreless. That one close. I think Creekside thought it was strike 3. Home plate umpire says ball 3. Count runs full. That Vikings dugout making a lot of noise. Ball 4 inside. Sheffield draws the walk. 1 on, 1 out for the North Carolina commit Joey Lawson. And when you look at this Bishop Verot team, this is the guy that stands out. This is the headliner. Perfect game grade of 9.5. Listed as a catcher and a pitcher on perfect game. Getting the start at first base today. Checked his swing, looked like he went. Ball got to the backstop, and Sheffield advances into scoring position. We'll see what the umpires say. They say he doesn't go. Not sure I agree with that call. They'll call it ball 1. Romeo, not a guy who has walked a ton of players in his days as a Creekside Knight. This one ripped to right. Hard contact. We'll see if they test the arm of Williams. They do not, and probably a good decision as Williams put a nice throw on it back into the infield. Runners at the corners, 1 away for Owen Raridan. Raridan, the shortstop, with 5 RBIs in their first 3 games, leading the team in that category. Pickoff move to first, and back in time is Joey Lawson. First pitch swinging way out in front of that one. Looked like the changeup. Strike 1. Second pitch to Raridan. Tap foul. 0-2 count. Romeo trying to put him away. Comes set. The pitch. Swung on and hit to the backstop. Still 0-2. Romeo steps off on the mound. Looked a little frustrated there, maybe miscommunication. The 0-2. Down in the dirt, breaking for second and taking second base is Joey Lawson. Runners on second and third. One away in the bottom of the first inning. And a 1-2 count on Raritan. Another foul ball. Still a 2-strike count. This is one where Romeo probably pitching for the strikeout. Another foul ball. Raritan stays fighting. Stepping off again, Romeo. Another 1-2. And another foul ball. Raritan does not want to go down. Another 2-strike offering and another foul ball. And the more pitches he sees, the better it looks for Raritan. He's seen everything Romeo's got by now. A slurve down and in. 2-2 count on the shortstop. Another pitch low, 3-2. There is a base open for Romeo and Creekside. But not one that Romeo would want to use after this fight. The 3-2 is down the left field line and fair. That will score both runs. Raritan on to second base, and he is in with a double. It's 2-0 Bishop Verot. Well, just a masterpiece in hitting. Owen Raritan with a great fight. And Creekside will conference on the pitcher's mound. Bottom of the first inning. 1 out and 1 on. 2 runs in.
Now batting for the Vikings, right fielder, number 33, Brody Baxman.
Baxman, the right fielder, to the plate. He's 4 of 9 with 2 RBIs. This is a loaded Bishop Verot lineup. An offense that has 8 players that have recorded at least 2 hits and an RBI this season. They've outscored their opponents 21-3 so far after that 2-run double. Chopper up the middle, charging is Benechek, throw on to first, not in time. An infield single. That's one that Romeo got soft contact, but just probably the worst spot of the infield for that to go. Good hustle from Baxman Now runners on first and third, still only one away. Carter Chalder, the catcher, takes the ball. Pickoff move to first. That one close, but not close enough. The catcher takes in the dirt, 3-0. Parker Morton now going to talk with Romeo. .30 pitch, ball 4. Bases loaded again. Nico Ayers to the plate. Second walk of the inning for Romeo. Corner infielders playing in just off the grass. This one grounded back to Romeo. He'll throw home, get the force. Heads up play from Nick Romeo, and there's out number 2. A 1-2 fielder's choice. And Sedmak to the plate, the DH, making his first plate appearance of the season. Bases loaded. 2 outs, 2 runs in for Bishop Verot in the first. Sedmak checked his swing. They're going to say he didn't go. Another one where I think he went.
Hey, Nick. Nice shot, man.
Quick mound visit from Belizik. One count. Romeo fires. Got him way out in front of the curveball. 1-2 count.
Let's go, Nick. Here you go, man. Let's go, Knights.
Comes set. And deals. Up and away, ball 2. I'd go back to that curveball. The 2-2. Got him out in front of it again.
Hey, that's a great pitch, man. Nice shot.
Just able to tap it foul.
Let's go, Knights. Here you go, man.
Bases loaded. 2 outs. And a 2-2 count. Ground ball to short. Benechek's got it. Throw across the diamond. Got him to end the inning. A long inning as Bishop Verot able to plate 2 on a 2-run double from Owen Reardon. 2-0 our score. On to the second on Schlick Sports.
Go, Dub.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Happy Pools, Jacksonville's hometown pool service. At Happy Pools, we care enough to know your name when you call, but we're also big enough to handle all your pool care needs. Right now, new customers get their first 3 months of service for just $99 a month when you mention this ad. Text Creekside 25 to 904-980-8512 to see if you qualify and see why more local families trust Happy Pools to keep their pool happy. I almost set up in those bleachers beyond the center field fence, left center field for this game. The connection here in Moultrie, Georgia, a little spotty, but a little better this year. We're able to get the broadcast off, at least for now, hoping it stays that way throughout the afternoon. As Drew Williams will lead things off for Creekside. In the top of the second inning, our score, Bishop Verot 2, Creekside 0. Williams taking strike 2, 1-2 count. Caught swinging at strike 3. 1 away in the second. Creekside, a little bit of a disappointing end to the first inning. The first 3 men all reached. They loaded up the bases and were unable to get anybody home. Creekside situationally has struggled in spots like that this season, and got a line out and a double play, which ended the first inning. Bisham at the plate. 1-1 count. Bisham 0 for 5 with a walk in Creekside's first 2 games. Pops one up. Foul territory, first base side. Catch is made. 2 gone. That brings up the pitcher, Nick Romeo. Picked up his first career hit out here at Colquitt County last year. An RBI double. It was at that point that I was filming highlights from behind home plate because the broadcast had dropped. Got a great shot of Romeo coming back to the dugout, jumping around, fired up with his teammates. One of my favorite Creekside baseball highlights from recent years. Two-0 count. Sends this one right back where it came from, off the glove of Reeler. Throw on to first is in time. Hit it a little too hard back up the middle. Scary moment for Reeler. He is okay. And that will take us to the bottom of the second inning. Still 2-0 Bishop Verot. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. We specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. Bottom of the second inning. 2-0 Bishop Verot, our score. It's the 9-hole hitter, Anthony Reitler, leading things off in the bottom of the second for the Vikings. They're playing Low by Flo right out here at Colquitt County. And there's some songs that you don't realize, like you just kind of think about, I guess, the vibe. Some songs you grow up on. And I didn't realize how much non-family friendly material was in that song until they were censoring it during the in-between innings. A 1-1 count. Reitler takes 2-1. 0 for 8, the second baseman start to the season. Two 2-1 strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Anthony Reitler. Romeo kicks and fires. This one sent the other way over the glove of Tony Romeo into right field for a base hit. Nice job there taking that one the other way. Finds grass down in right field for a base hit and gets it back to the top of the order. Grayson Carpenter flew out to center field an inning ago. The leadoff man with the runner on first. Pops one up, foul territory on the right field side. That one falls harmlessly to the ground. Twirling that bat in a circular motion. Takes a ball. Carpenter, 4 for 11 in the early season. 1 RBI and a triple. Pickoff move to first. Back in time is Reitler. Another pickoff move, and again, he's back in time. Ground ball to short. Benechek's got it. 6-4-3. Did he get him? No, he did not. Bang, bang play at first. Got there just in time. Carpenter. So it'll be a fielder's choice. And that will bring up Sheffield. One on and one away. Sheffield takes a ball. He walked his first time up. Romeo has not been afraid to pick off to first. Nothing successful yet. Ground ball is foul. The Vikings have stolen 8 bases this year. That's in 3 games. Carpenter is a threat to steal. 2 of 2, and they got him there. Oh, close. Bang, bang. Had him leaning. Look close at first base. Ground ball towards second. Romeo's got it. Will throw to first in time for out number 2.
Now batting for the Vikings, first baseman, number 12, Joey Lawson.
Runner on second, 2 away. Time called at, well, they called a balk on Romeo, so Carpenter to third. One 0 the count to Joey Lawson, who singled and scored in the first. Takes in the dirt. Good block by Belizik. The future Tar Heel digging right back into that right-handed batter's box. Romeo set at the chest. Delivers. Ground ball into center field for a base hit. That'll bring the third run of the game home for Bishop Verot. 3-0.
Batting for the Vikings, shortstop, number 3, Owen Reardon.
Pickoff move, and back in time is Lawson. Fastball strike. This one driven to left center field. That is dangerous back towards the wall. It's going to take one hop and bounce off the wall. Headed for home, and scoring is Lawson. 4-0 Vikings.
Coming to the plate for the Vikings, right fielder, number 33, Brody Maxman.
The second RBI double of the game for Owen Reardon. That brings up Baxman. Curveball down and away for ball 1. That one gets through Belizik to the backstop. Reardon to third. Another meeting between Belizik and Romeo. There's a strike. After the foul ball, the count is full. Romeo's 3-2. Golfed and down in center field. Now 5-0 Vikings. A 3-2 base hit.
Now coming to plate for the Vikings, catcher number 10, Carter Shoulder.
Now we'll bring up Shoulder. And that's going to do it for Nick Romeo. Time now for a pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency, back after this break on Schlick Sports. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their selection on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall at 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon.
Number 21, Christian Rodriguez.
Time for a pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. When you are ready to make a change for your home or auto insurance, go to bwquote.com. Christian Rodriguez on for the Creekside Knights. Rodriguez coming off of a nice appearance against Atlantic Coast on Tuesday. He went 2 innings, didn't allow any runs. Struck out 2 while walking no one. As the junior enters with a runner on first, trailing by 5. And 2 gone in the bottom of the second inning. Runner goes, throw to second is in time. Connor Belizik guns down backsman trying for second, and that will take us to the third inning. 3 runs crossed for Bishop Verot in the bottom of the second inning. 5-0 our score as we play on Schlick Sports. Top of the third inning, Creekside looking for some momentum as they trail 5-0 to Bishop Verot. Benechek leading them off, pops it up towards the third baseman. The catch is made by Sheffield. 1 down. Tyler Reeder got off to a little bit of a shaky start. He allowed back-to-back singles and then hit Tavern Blanzett to open the game, but got a line out and got Schlegel to ground into a double play to end the first, leaving the bases loaded after Creekside had loaded them up with nobody out. Morton, chopper to third, backhanded Sheffield, got him. 2 away. So with 2 outs in the inning, Connor Belizik will step up to the plate. Belizik takes a ball outside. Full windup. There's ball 3 to Belizik. The 3-0 misses for ball 4. A 2-out walk for Connor Belizik. And Tavern Blanzett will try to start a rally.
First baseman, number 7, Tavern Blanzett.
Jonah Shields out there running for Belizik. He's on the move. This one is ripped foul down the right field line. It's a game of inches. That one about 3 to 6 inches off the right field line. And I'm sure Bishop Verot will have another look over at Jonah Shields, or excuse me, Jonah Leiby. Leiby dancing over on first. 2-1 count on Blanzett. Leiby goes. Pitch a ball up, throw down to second in plenty of time. And that will end the inning. Still 5-0 Bishop Verot on Schlick Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Happy Pools, Jacksonville's hometown pool service. At Happy Pools, we care enough to know your name when you call, but we're also big enough to handle all your pool care needs. Right now, new customers get their first 3 months of service for just $99 a month when you mention this ad. Text Creekside25 to 904-980-8512 to see if you qualify and see why more local families trust Happy Pools to keep their pool happy.
off the bottom half of the third inning for the Vikings.
5-0 Bishop Verot. First full inning now for Christian Rodriguez. It'll be 6, 7, 8 due up for the Vikings as Schalder takes ball 1. Just the bottom of the third inning. Still a long way to go in this game, but it's not been a pretty one for Creekside. Fly ball to center field. Bisham drifts into right center and makes the catch. 1 away.
Now bring to the plate for the Vikings left fielder, number 7, Nico Ayers.
That'll bring up Ayers. He reached on a fielder's choice back in the first inning. Takes ball 1. Another one missing high. 2-0. Three balls and a strike on Ayers. Pops it up on the infield. Romeo calling for it. Makes the catch. 2 down.
I'll bring to the plate designated hitter, number 20, Jake Sedman.
Rodriguez here in the third inning is done a nice job, just soft contact up in the air. Nothing too dangerous off the bats of those first 2 Bishop Verot hitters in the bottom of the third. That brings up Sedmak. He grounded out to end the first inning, his first time up. Takes a strike. Oh, 2 count. The 2-strike offering. Got him swinging at strike 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Christian Rodriguez and the Creekside Knights. 5-0 our score. Coming up on the 4th inning here on Schlick Sports. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. We specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. Top of the fourth inning now on Schlick Sports. Tavern Blanzett will lead things off for Creekside. 3-4-5 as Creekside looking to get something rolling. Blanzett was in a 2-1 count with Tyler Reeder as Jonah Leiby was caught stealing to end the top of the third inning.
Now batting number 7, Tavern Blanzett.
1-1 count on Blanzett now. Skies this one to center, ranging under it and making the catch is Carpenter, one away.
Now coming to the plate for the Knights, left fielder number 4, Zach Jackson.
Jackson showing bunt, pulls back and takes a ball. His first time up, Jackson kind of caught a fastball in on the hands, awkward contact. Kind of a half pop-up, half line out to second base. Little blooper. A 3-1 count. Reeder fires. Ground ball to third, Sheffield fields. Throw on to first, will retire Jackson.
Now batting for the Knights, designated hitter number 8, Hunter Slagel.
Creekside's first two hitters each recorded singles. The Knights have not recorded a hit since. Schlegel skies one to right. Baxman in pursuit makes the catch to end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for the Creekside Knights. Back after this break, you are watching Creekside Baseball on Schlick Sports. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their selection on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall at 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon.
The Vikings, second baseman number 1, Anthony Rattler.
9-1-2 coming up for Bishop Verot in the bottom of the fourth inning. Christian Rodriguez set him down 1-2-3 in the third, trying to do it again here in the fourth. Leadoff bunt, charging is Morton, going to be a close play at first. He throws it down the right field line. Reitler to second. He is in with the slide. Leadoff man into scoring position.
For the Vikings, center fielder number 2, Grayson Carpenter.
That brings up Carpenter. He's 0 for 2, reached down a fielder's choice and scored in the second. Rodriguez kind of curves that right arm, tucks the glove under his shoulder as he gets to Syme. It's a fly ball to right. Williams hovers under it, makes the catch. Runner Rietler tags up. Going to be a close play at third. They got him! Drew Williams with a great throw to third. Gunned him down from right field. What a throw by Drew Williams. 2 down.
Third baseman number 15, Braylon Sheffield.
I apologize to Drew Williams. If you look back, that was just off camera, the tag. Perfect throw. Another foul ball off the bat of Braylon Sheffield. Bases empty with 2 away, 2 strikes on Sheffield. The 0-2. Misses for a ball. A little bit like Craig Kimbrell. Just a different spot where Rodriguez rests his arm. And the actual delivery, a little bit like Pedro Strop. Old reliever for the Cubs. I use pretty much all my comparisons are going to be from the Cubs. A lot of baseball games I've watched. The 1-2. Upstairs, ball 2. Two outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive, fair ball down the right field line. Taking the turn and headed for second is Sheffield, and he is dead to rights. But Benechek cannot handle the throw.
Now batting first baseman number 12, Joey Lawson.
It'll be a double for Sheffield. Another great throw from Williams. Couldn't quite finish it off on the infield. Now Lawson sends one foul out of play. Lawson, a guy with a lot of pop. Last season in 31 games, hit .446, 5 home runs, 40 RBIs. Fly ball to right. Williams camped under it. Makes the play to end the inning. 5-0 our score. Rodriguez with another solid inning out of the bullpen. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their selection on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall at 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon. Drew Williams leading things off for Creekside in the top of the 5th inning. Takes a pitch in on the hands, pops it up to third base. Sheffield makes the play. 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch for Creekside.
Now batting for the night, center fielder, number 6, Mike Bisham.
Now Bisham to the plate. Creekside needs a spark. They've been held hitless for a while until, just foul off the bat of Bisham. Creekside's had now 2 of those in the last 2 innings, just a matter of inches from extra bases. Full windup. Bisham sends it up the middle. Charging, Rardin throws to first in time. 2 outs in the inning. And Christian Rodriguez hitting for Nick Romeo. Fouls one back. Rodriguez just down as a pitcher on Creekside's roster. But gotta hit him to keep him in. I don't think he's a hitter. Caught swinging there. And that will end the inning. Creekside down 1-2-3 in the 5th. Bottom of the 5th inning coming up next on Schlick Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Happy Pools, Jacksonville's hometown pool service. At Happy Pools, we care enough to know your name when you call, but we're also big enough to handle all your pool care needs. Right now, new customers get their first 3 months of service for just $99 a month when you mention this ad. Text Creekside25 to 904-980-8512 to see if you qualify and see why more local families trust Happy Pools to keep their pool happy. Live from Colquitt County High School. Bishop Verot and Creekside in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Vikings up at the plate have struggled to figure out Christian Rodriguez on the mound for Creekside. It's the heart of the order, trying to get something going off the Creekside reliever. You wonder how much more Rodriguez has got in him. Just pitched 2 innings a few days ago. Beginning his 3rd inning of work now. He's done a nice job against a really tough Bishop Verot lineup. One ball, 2 strikes. Raritan 2 for 2 with 2 RBI doubles. Ground ball to third. Morton has to make a long throw, and it will not get there in time. An infield single for Raritan.
Now batting right fielder number 33, Brody Baxman.
That one gets past Blanzit. Rounding second and staying put is Raritan. He's into scoring position. Colquitt County, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Driving through back roads and small towns with houses spread out on the way in. Then you turn a corner and see this giant campus. Beautiful amenities for sports. This place. For baseball, they got an indoor hitting facility down that right field line with 4 cages inside of it. All turf inside of there and medicine balls, things to work out. Got a locker room connected to the dugout. I've been in there. It's a nice looking spot. Dugout's made out of brick and fine playing surface. One of the best I've seen at the high school level. Fly ball to center. Bisham under it. No, he falls down. Still makes the catch. I don't know how he caught that ball. One away.
Now coming to the plate, catcher number 10, Carter Schalder.
What a play by Michael Bisham. Baxman thought it was dropped. He was on first base, now sent to the dugout. Infield in for Creekside. There's a runner on third with 1 away. Schalder at the plate. First pitch is down in front of the plate, ball 1. And that's just baseball I was talking about with Colquitt County. They got big football stadium, a giant indoor practice facility for the football team. The softball field right behind this third baseline is phenomenal. They've got a soccer stadium separate from the football field with natural grass looks fantastic, and you can't really say enough about the funding and the investment in athletics here. It's impressive. Line drive down in left center field. That will score a run. Carter Schulder brings in the 6th run of the game for Bishop Verot. Nico Ayers up to the dish with a 6-0 lead. Runner on the go. Belizik throw to second. Got him. Second man, Connor Belizik is caught stealing in this game. 2 outs in the inning. Two-0 count on Ayers. That one catches the zone for a strike. Strike 2. The 2-2 pitch from Rodriguez. Close. Didn't get him. Rodriguez fell on the mound. Creekside players can't seem to stay on their feet this inning. Full count. Here's the pitch. Up and in for ball 4. Chris King coming out to the mound. And this might do it for Christian Rodriguez. Long talk out on the rubber. Might be staying in the game here. Rodriguez has done a really nice job out of the bullpen, and by the end of this, he'll have completed 5 1/3 if he gets this last out in the inning. In the last, just this week, the last 4 days. Trying to bear down, get one more out. Jake Sedmak up at the plate. Takes a strike. Pickoff move back in time, Ayers. This is Creekside's 3rd trip to Georgia in the last 3 years for this Florida-Georgia Challenge. Creekside has gone 1-1 in each of those. Not sure if that was called a ball or a strike. It was a ball, 2-1. Good lead over there on first base. Ball down and away, 3-1. The 3-1 grounded to short. Benechek's got it, flips to Romeo for the fielder's choice, and that will end the inning. Bishop Verot plates one on the RBI single from Carter Schalder. We play on to the 6th inning here on Schlick Sports. That One Painter First Coast is here for your home service needs. We specialize in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting, whole house pressure washing, cabinet refinishing, stucco repair, and more. Call 904-417-3557 for your free estimate today. Gavin Dupre hitting in place of Aiden Benechek for Creekside in the top of the 6th inning. 9-1-2 due up for the Knights as Dupre fouls one off down the third base side.
That's number 5, Gavin Dupree.
For Dupre, it's his 4th plate appearance of the season. He's 0 for 3 so far. Couldn't catch up to that one, 0-2. Tyler Reeder's been dealing. He deals his 0-2. Inside ball 1. Two balls, 2 strikes on Dupre. The leadoff man, Morton, on deck. If Creekside wants to have a chance in this game, going to want to get a couple of runs across here in the 6th. Don't want to be entering the 7th down 6-0. Dupre swings and misses on 3-2 for out number 1.
Coming to the plate for the Knights, third baseman, number 1, Parker Morton.
Morton to the plate is 1 for 2 with a single. Creekside led off this game with back-to-back singles from Morton and Belizik. Foul ball. Since that point, Creekside 16 straight plate appearances without a hit. They have earned one base runner in that span via a walk. Chopper to third. Throw on to first is in time. The one thing Creekside, I guess, for a glass half full perspective in this game is coming into this, they have been struggling, especially with strikeouts and not putting the ball in play. They've only struck out 3 times in this game. They've done a nice job of making the defense work. Not too much of that contact has been solid contact, but defense has had to make plays, and Bishop Verot has not made any mistakes. Called strike 1. A ball and a strike on Belizik. Full windup. And Reeder spikes it. A 3-1 count on Connor Belizik. Swung on and sent to third, foul. It's a full count on Belizik. The 3-2 from Reeder. Soft chopper towards third. Sheffield throw is up the right field line. Belizik digging for second. He will get in there safely. Not sure if they'll score that a hit or an error. I'll call it an error. Puts a man in scoring position and brings up Tavern Blanzett. He flew out to center last time up. Was about 3 inches away from extra bases, but sent one just foul down the right field line. Reeder looking over at the dugout. I think they're having issues with the pitch comm. One 0 on Tavern Blanzett. He's reached on a hit by pitch back in the first. Pickoff move towards second. I believe that's Austin Katchelreese running for Belizik. Blanzett drives one to right. Backsman is there, makes the catch to retire the side. Still 6-0, Bishop Verot heading to the bottom of the 6th. You are watching Creekside Baseball on Schlick Sports. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their selection on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall at 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon. Time for another pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Biselli Agency. When you're ready to make a change on your home or auto insurance, go to bwquote.com. Hudson Hyatt on in relief of Christian Rodriguez. Rodriguez, really good appearance out of the bullpen, goes 3 1/3 along 4 hits, 1 run. He struck out 1 while walking 1, and now Hyatt trying to bounce back from a rough start against AC on Tuesday. Gets a strike past Anthony Rietler. Nice pitch there. Little curveball. Had him fooled, 0-2. Hyatt working from the full windup. This one sent to center. Bisham makes the catch. 1 away.
Now running to the plate, center fielder, number 2, Grayson Carpenter.
Top of the order, Grayson Carpenter up at the plate, takes a strike. Gets another fly ball, right center field. Williams and Bisham dive for it. The ball's on the ground. Throw to second. Not in time. It's a double for Grayson Carpenter. A miscommunication maybe between Bisham and Williams. Typically the center fielder has priority there to make the call. Both dove for it, and lucky they didn't collide. So a 1-out base runner on second base for the Vikings. Braylon Sheffield to the plate. One count on Sheffield. Hyatt last year, in a little over 11 innings for Creekside, carried an ERA of 1.85. Runner will advance to third on a wild pitch. Two balls and a strike. Infield in for Creekside. Ground ball sent foul. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hyatt's 2-2. Down low for ball 3. Well, here's where you go with that fastball. You can run it up to about 86. To try to get Sheffield, the 3-2. Grounded foul. We'll do it again. Fly ball to right. That one going back. It is gone. Braylon Sheffield goes yard. It is 8-0 Bishop Verot. Man, that one was smoked. I wasn't sure if it would go, just judging by Drew Williams and his original reaction out in right field, but that ball got out of here with a little bit of room between that and the wall. Had some extra distance on it. 2-run bomb for Braylon Sheffield. This is a Bishop Verot team that hit 13 home runs last season. And that one extends the lead to 8. Hyatt's 2-2 pitch. Looped out to shallow left center. Benechek calling for it, makes the catch. 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting shortstop, number 3, Owen Reardon.
That brings up Reardon, who is 3 for 3 on the day. He's scored twice, got 2 doubles and a single, 3 RBIs. Grounds this one to Morton at third. Throw across the diamond in time for out number 3. One last chance for Creekside coming up in the top of the 7th inning. It is 8-0 Bishop Verot. First Coast Lighting and Fans is a proud sponsor of Schlick Sports and Creekside Baseball. They have the area's largest selection of lights, fans, and home decor. Be sure to stop by and browse their selection on Phillips Highway across from the Avenues Mall at 10130 Phillips Highway. They look forward to helping you with your lighting needs soon. Time for another pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Vicelli Agency. When you're ready to make a change for your home or auto insurance, go to bwquote.com. It is Kyle Green looking to close this one out for the Vikings. He relieves Tyler Reeder, the starter, who goes 6 innings, allows 2 hits, no runs, struck out 3 while only walking 1. The first 3 men of the game reached for Creekside. After that point, just 2 base runners for the Knights. Good response from Reeder to a rough start in the first and doesn't allow anything on the scoreboard. As Jackson sends this to right, making the play is Baxman. 1 gone in the 7th. For Kyle Green, The freshman making his second appearance of the season. In his first, he went 2 innings, striking out 3 while walking 2 on 2 hits. Didn't allow a run. Hunter Schlegel up at the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Line drive to right center. That one is down for a base hit. Hunter Schlegel with Creekside's first hit since the first inning. Trying to 8-0 is a bit of a deficit to come back from in the 7th, but at least trying to get something going ahead of their game tomorrow. Give them something to build off of going into their matchup with Hillgrove. That will be live on Schlick Sports from Lowndes High School tomorrow at 12:30. Josh Huber hitting for Drew Williams. Huber's got a good-sized hole in that 4-3 gap with first baseman Lawson trying to keep Schlegel close. Swings and fouls it back towards the press box. 2 strikes on Huber. Three-two the count on Josh Huber. 1 out and 1 on for Creekside. Michael Bysham on deck. Payoff pitch, swung on and fought off. We'll do it again. The stadium lights being turned on here at Colquitt County as they'll have a game coming up with Florida Christian after this. Huber takes inside. That's ball 4. So Creekside gets a couple men on base. That'll bring up Bysham. Bysham 0 for 2 in this game. Pop out and a ground out for him. Facing the lefty green. Takes a look towards the pitch comm device on his wrist. Comes set at the waist. Delivers his first pitch to Bysham. He takes a ball. Creekside trying to put something together here in the 7th. Out in front of that breaking ball. 1-1. Two on, 1 out, and a 1-1 count on Michael Bysham. Swings and hits this one into left. That one's down. Schlegel will stay put at third. Bases are loaded for the Creekside Knights. And that brings up Hudson Hyatt. So Creekside finally getting to the bullpen and putting something together here in the 7th inning. Hudson Hyatt trying to keep it going. First AB of the season for Hyatt. Takes the first pitch he sees for ball 1. Aiden Beneček is on deck. Then it's back to the top of the order. Hyatt calling time at the plate. Swings and grounds this one to third. Sheffield having trouble with it. Creekside will score a run, and everyone will advance safely. It's an error on Sheffield. Creekside on the board. And that brings up Beneček. Bases loaded, still only one out. Now meeting on the mound. Never over till it's over. It'd take a pretty hefty effort for Creekside here in the 7th, but got the bases loaded, one away. Top of the order coming up after Beneček. Creekside not quite ready to go down. Corner infielders playing in towards the infield grass. Beneček 0 for 1 with a pop out. Takes one in the dirt for a ball. Two 2-0 the count. Still no one up in the bullpen for Bishop Verot. They don't seem too keen on spending another arm if Green continues to struggle. Ball 3 to Beneček. Now a 3-0 count. That one finds the zone. Count goes to 3-1. Three one down low, ball 4. That will walk in a run. Make it 8-2. Back to the top of the lineup. And Parker Morton. And that will do it for Kyle Green. Time now for another pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Biselli Agency. Creekside with the bases loaded and not quite ready to go down without a fight when we return on Schlick Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Happy Pools, Jacksonville's hometown pool service. At Happy Pools, we care enough to know your name when you call, but we're also big enough to handle all your pool care needs. Right now, new customers get their first 3 months of service for just $99 a month when you mention this ad. Text Creekside25 to 904-980-8512 to see if you qualify and see why more local families trust Happy Pools to keep their pool happy. Creekside Baseball is brought to you in part by Triple Crown Fence. Call today for a free estimate at 305-331-9377. And this pitching change brought to you by Brightway Insurance, the Baselli Agency. When you need to make a change for your home or auto insurance, go to bwquote.com. It's Tegan Turner out of the bullpen. Sidearm delivery to Parker Morton. Can't find the zone. Creekside with the bases loaded, 1 out. They trail by 6 in the top of the 7th inning. They've got 2 runs in, and the leadoff man Morton at the plate. Turner making his 2nd appearance of the season. In his other appearance, went 2 innings. Didn't allow any runs. Struck out 3 batters, hit 1, and allowed 2 hits. Morton swings and fouls another one off, 1-2. Connor Belizik on deck for Creekside. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Knights down to their final out. Belizik has reached safely in each of his plate appearances. Reached on an error, a walk, and a single. First pitch, ball 1. Two outs, bases loaded for Creekside. The 1-0 misses for ball 2. Two-0 hitters count. Belizik swings, rips it to third. Sheffield will step on the bag, and that will do it. Creekside puts up a fight in the end, but just a little too late as they drop this one by a score of 8-2 to Bishop Verot. The Knights will return tomorrow at 12:30 to face Hillgrove over at Lowndes High School. We'll be live here on Schlick Sports for that game. But until then, I'm Noah Schlicksup signing off saying have a good night. And I will see you tomorrow here on Schlick Sports.